All right, guys, so let's go. So we're here at a wait list that we're using for a barbershop. Just a quick demo. Like I said, this can be very, very beneficial, especially during a time like now with the coronavirus epidemic. And so what you're able to do is allow your customers, let's say you guys, after everything is over, we get a rush. We get a lot of people that are coming to the barbershop, because you're going to want to have to try to manage that. It's going to probably be a lot of people that are going to be coming in. And so you can allow each customer to come in and we can then add them to the wait list. And that way it's going to help minimize the perception or the prolonged waiting experience that the customers would have. So you can go in. This is what the main screen would look like. The name of the barbershop here at the top, wait list. And then we have several people that are already in the queue. And so I'm going to go here to add customer. I'm going to type in the customer's name. Just make up a name, Mike. Let's see, Jordan. We'll type in the customer's phone number, and all this can be done at the barbershop. So initially, as they're walking in and they're maybe coming in to get the haircut, you can just place them in the queue. Put an email if you want this optional, but we'll hit continue. They can either select first available, or they can pick whatever barber they're there to see. I'll select assistant manager. I want to get an adult haircut, and I'm going to hit submit. All right, and now they're going to actually get a text message, which you saw pop up at the top of my screen, and that's going to allow them to be placed on the wait list. Now, as we're going through the queue, each barber can go in and see which customer is connected to their name. So on the left hand side you see the customer's name, and then on the right hand side you see the barber that they have selected. Now if I'm that barber and I'm getting ready to go ahead and queue up the next person, I simply hit that phone button right here under the number 1, and I can send them a text message. Now all these text messages can be customized to say whatever you want them to say, but I'll let that person know you're next. That way they can head on into the shop. All right, so now they'll get a text from wherever they're at. If they're in the shop or if they're close by, close proximity, they'll get that text message. Now that they got the text, and let's say now hypothetically they're actually at the barbershop, we're ready to go ahead and put them in the chair, we're going to hit that button with the check mark right underneath it. Under Tony Smith, we're going to hit the check button, and then we're going to select the barber that they're here to see, which is the assistant manager. And that's now going to place them inside the barber's chair. So Tony Smith, estimated time about 35 minutes for the haircut. Now, since I went ahead and put him in the chair, I want to go ahead and let the next person know that we're going to go ahead and let them know they can come on in or be making their way to the barbershop. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that phone button. I can hit soon. It'll be your turn soon at All Star Cuts Barbershop. Hit send. And then that customer will get a text message, and they'll be making their way into the barbershop. And you just keep that process going. Pretty simple, process. Now, the way you want to position this, like I said, because you want to manage, you want to be able to control that traffic, especially with a lot of people probably coming in. You want to hit this little toggle button here on the right hand side of my screen, upper right hand corner. I'll call it a hamburger button, the 3 lines. You hit that, and then what you'll want to do is turn off the web sign in, so my screen will turn red in the background. So what that means, no one can actually remotely sign in unless they come to the barbershop. So this is very key, because while you're trying to manage this, you're going to want people to be able to come in, put them on the list, and then manage the queue from there. Now, eventually, as things start to kind of, work themselves out and people get more familiar with their system, you can allow people to actually remotely add themselves to the wait list without actually ever stepping foot into the barbershop, and you would just simply turn it off and on. So, like I mentioned, this is going to just be a real quick tutorial. I don't want to go into too much detail and keep this short as possible, but that's pretty much how you can manage and navigate your clientele, especially with the epidemic that we have going on with the coronavirus. Now, I want to show you something else real quick. As you're adding barbers to this, you can actually customize each barber, and you can go in here and create your services. So like I have an adult haircut, and then you can go in and put the average time that you anticipated it would take for each service that you create for your specific barbering, services that you will offer as your services for each barber. Now, you can go in here and add as many barbers to the roster as you want, but I wanted to show you that so you can really see how everything is systematic and timed out, so you can actually predict how long each service will be. So just wanted to show you where that was at. But essentially, we can go back to the main page, and I can go log out just so I can show you what it would look like for a customer. So now imagine after everything is kind of settled, if a customer wanted to add themselves onto this wait list, they can pretty much do the same thing without ever stepping foot in the barbershop. They can just go in, see how long it would be for each barber. They can see who all is on the wait list, how many people are in front of them, how long it's going to take before they can get in the chair. And they can simply go and click join the wait list, type in their credentials, their phone number and whatnot, hit submit, and they can add themselves to the wait list right from here. Pick the barber of their choice, whatever haircut they want, hit submit. They get the text, yes, I can arrive in 30 minutes. So this will be very, very important because this would allow you to minimize having large crowds. You could then, send people notifications, and you could kind of, like I said, manage that traffic. So you're not putting anybody in risk of getting, sick, or with everyone kind of being a little bit leery with everything going on. You can pretty much manage the flow. You can manage the flow, but without losing anybody in the process, and also without having anybody sit there and wait for a prolonged period of time, especially when you guys get a lot of influx of customers coming in after everything that's going on. So last but not least, the last thing I want to show you is that you have the ability to create customized messages. So if you want to make announcements or articulate anything, to take extra precautions for your clients, you can put everything on this message board so they can actually have access to see any updated information that you have going on. So without further ado, I'm not going to hold you guys. I wanted to just let you see firsthand how this can benefit your shop, benefit you, and really help solve a huge problem that we have going on right now as a nation. All right.